Patch 11.2 has launched, and of course there are a couple of new hunter pets in the new zone. Today I will show you all the new creatures and where you can find them. Before we get into it, in the new zone of Kawesh you have the ability to phase dive. At certain locations you will find these phase conduits which you can use to get into a different phase, where you will also find different creatures. While phase diving you cannot fly however, so it's much harder to get around. I will first show you all the creatures you can get in the normal phase and then the ones you can get while phase diving. First we have the Cosmic Rays, an updated model of a Nether Race from the Burning Crusade. These appear in 4 different colors and you can find the green and blue versions flying around at this shard and the purple and red version in the Tempest Fields at this area. In my opinion the new designs look really great, especially the red color. All around the western shard you can also find Cosmic Worms. This green variation can be found all over the place, but they might be buried under the ground. A purple version can be found as a weremob Malekta or the quest mob Ramontha the Insatiable. The weremob can spawn east of the Atrium, which is the southern part of the Ecodome, where the quest mob only appears during the quest The Void Hunter. This quest is a follow-up of a quest A Common Cause, which you can accept over here. Especially in the early days of a patch, it's probably easier to tame the worm from a quest instead of a weremob. When the weremob is around, it's buried underground and you can get it to come out by jumping around on the ground. That rhymed. All around the shard in the east you can also find new warp stalkers. They are updated versions of the ones first added in Burning Crusade and are actually the same model that was used for the Burning Crusade Classic mount. In the south of the shard, around Ecodome Worvan, you can find tameable Razor Wings. Remember these guys from Korthia? They are tameable now, as a red or purple color variation. However, they are considered as feather mains and first have to be unlocked. All around the shard in the north, you can find a new color variation of the Mana Rays, a black and white version as well as an orange version. So far these creatures are nothing too crazy, but now let's take a look at the phase dive creatures. In the Ecodome Primus on the western shard you can find Thorntails, a new fox version with a spiky tail. In here you can find a yellow version and a pink version. However, the pink one is pretty rare. It has a long respawn timer, so you might end up looking for it for a while. The pink one is called Unusual Thorntail. At Ecodome Worvan, the destroyed one in the south of the eastern shard, you can find 2 brown versions walking around. However, it's difficult to differentiate them from each other since they have this pink glow all over them. On the western shard you can also find the weremob, the Nightweaver, which is another Cosmic Ray, but this creature actually keeps its phase-shifted appearance. This beast is a weremob and might be difficult to find. In both Ecodome Primus and the Oasis you can also find Slatebacks walking around. These show up in 5 different colors, but there aren't too many at once, so it might take a few minutes until you find your favorite color variation. Near both domes you can also find Karoks? I don't know. Big birds. You can find big birds flying around. They are very high in the air and can only be reached from high points, like the hills west of Ecodome Primus. These are also pretty rare sights and can show up in 6 different colors, so it might take a while again until you get your favorite. Unless you are going for a red or yellow version. In that case you can find them around here. Again, they are in their pink phase shift form and hard to differentiate. In the city of Tazavesh you can also phase dive, and here you can find phase-lost Quarks. The Quarks are considered to be blood beasts, and you first need to unlock them by using the Blood-Soaked Tome of Dark Whispers, which is a guaranteed drop from the Prophet Zul in the Uldi raid on Zandala. Just like the Nightweaver, this creature keeps its phase-shifted appearance, making it a really special pet. And finally we have another version of the Warp Stalkers, a Voided Fused one. This is a weremob that can be found in the Merciless Race on the eastern shard, and it looks similar to the Void version that was already available before, but with a new model and more details. And that's it. What's your favorite edition? What did you like or dislike? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss any news on hunter pets, and if you want to support me big time, consider becoming a channel member for early access on the videos, just like these beautiful people over here. I hope to see you next time. Until then, see ya!